Madam President, the American people are angry. They are angry because they are living through the worst recession since the Great Depression. Unemployment is not 8.2%. Real unemployment is closer to 15%. Young people who are graduating high school and they're graduating college, they're going out into the world. They want to become independent. They want to create jobs. There are no jobs. There are workers out there, and I'm sure you know them, Madam President, 50, 55 years old, who intended to work out the remainder of their work lives. Suddenly they got a pink slip. Their self-esteem is destroyed. They're never going to have another job again, and now they're worried about their retirement security. And what the American people are angry about is they understand that they did not cause this recession. Teachers did not cause this recession. Firefighters and police officers who are being attacked daily by governors all over this country did not cause this recession. Construction workers did not cause this recession. This recession was caused by the greed, the recklessness, and the illegal behavior of the people on Wall Street. And what these people on Wall Street did is spend billions of dollars, trying to deregulate Wall Street, and they got their way. $5 billion in 10 years is what they spent. And then they were able to merge investment banks with commercial banks, with insurance companies. They got everything they wanted. They said, get the government off the backs of Wall Street. They got it. And the end result was that they plunged this country into the worst recession since the Great Depression. Now, Madam President, 4 years after the financial crisis caused by J.P. Chase, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, and the other huge financial institutions, one might have thought that perhaps they learned something, that maybe the lesson of the great financial crisis was you cannot continue to maintain the largest gambling casino in the history of the world. But apparently they have not learned that a lesson. They're back at it again. And we have recently seen the $2 or $3 billion gambling losses at J.P. Chase. What we need from Wall Street, if we're going to put people back to work, is investments in the productive economy. Small and medium-sized businesses all over this country need affordable loans, and that's what financial institutions should be doing. They should be helping us create jobs, expand businesses, not continuing to engage in their wild and exotic gambling schemes. Now, Madam President, when we talk about why the American people are angry, they are angry because they understand that Wall Street received the largest taxpayer bailout in the history of the world. But it was not just the $700 billion that Congress approved through the TAR program. As a result of an independent audit that some of us helped to bring about in the Dodd-Frank bill, we learned, Madam President, that the Federal Reserve provided a jaw-dropping $16 trillion in virtually zero-interest loans to every major financial institution in this country, to central banks all over the world, to large corporations in America, and in fact, to even wealthy individuals. And what the American people are saying is if the Fed could provide $16 trillion to large financial institutions, why cannot they begin to move to protect homeowners, unemployed workers, and the middle class of this country? Madam President, the American people are looking around them. And they are angry not just because unemployment is high. They're angry not just because millions of people have lost their homes and their life savings. They are angry because they understand that the middle class of this country is collapsing, poverty is increasing, while at the same time the people on top are doing phenomenally well. They, the taxpayers of this country, bail out Wall Street, and Wall Street recovers, Wall Street does well, but now we have kids in this country graduating college, deeply in debt, can't find a job. We have older workers losing their jobs, and people are saying, what is going on in America?